So you just bought some meat, you put some rub on it, you're ready to put it on the Pit Boss, but lo and behold, there's gunk all over the grill. So you clean it off, takes you about 10 to 15 minutes to do that, and then you install the flame broiler incorrectly, so there's grease all over the bottom of the Pit Boss, and you get a fire in the grill, and all of a sudden you've just ruined that awesome cut of meat that you were gonna barbecue. These kind of things happen every day, and it can happen to you if you don't clean your Pit Boss on a regular basis. So in this video, I'm gonna teach you how to clean your Pit Boss 456D so that it keeps on smoking for years to come. Hi everyone, I'm Steve Gao and you're watching Smoke Trails Barbecue, the channel that's all about improving your barbecue skills. So why clean your Pit Boss? Well, in a nutshell, it burns cleaner, it lasts longer, and it stays more dependable during those long cooks. I've been asked several times by subscribers to make this video, and I've also seen a lot of posts on Facebook with people having issues with the Pit Boss that could easily be avoided by regular cleaning and maintenance. For example, one issue that can easily be avoided is you install your broiler plate incorrectly, and then the grease flows into the main chamber instead of into the bucket on the outside, and you get a grease fire. So this is one common thing that you can fix that will prevent you from having issues with your grill in the future. Another common issue is to make sure you avoid flame outs. A flame out is when the fire in your burn pot goes out. This can happen because you forgot to add pellets, it's cold out, you got a power outage, or you didn't preheat your grill, or some other reasons. This is a topic for an entirely different video, so I'll link that video in the top right corner when it's made, so make sure to check that video out to avoid any flame out issues. First things first, let's make sure you have the right equipment for the job. Back in the day, I used to be in the military, and it was ingrained into me that you always have to take care of your equipment. So every time you get out of your vehicle, you do an inspection, you do cleaning and maintenance, and you always have the right tool for the job. It was super important to do that. And it's the same thing with smoking barbecue. The most important thing is to have a shop vac for vacuuming all the sawdust away from your burn pot and the bottom of your grill. Yes, you can get by without one, but it's going to make life a lot easier. And if it's easier to clean, then it's more likely you'll do it more often. I'll put a link to a good shop vac below, so if you don't have one, check it out. You'll also want to make sure that you have some basic grill cleaning tools. A brush or grill cleaning stone is the most important. Now, I like to use a grill stone or something with like a fiber brush. I don't like to use the metal brushes because you can get those lodged in your throat and they can cause health issues. So a lot of people are moving away from those these days, and I'm one of them, so that's why I use a grill stone often. Pit Boss gives me discounts to offer you guys a lot of this equipment, so check out the stuff below for some details. Full disclosure, I get a kickback from them, which helps me cover some of my costs to make these videos. All right, let's start by looking at what the manual says. First, it says to clean your grill grates and empty the grease bucket after every cook. Pretty self-explanatory. Second, it says that every 2 to 3 grill sessions, you're supposed to clean your temperature probe and shop vac your burn pot. Now, this is where it gets interesting because I'm not sure what the definition of a grill session is, but a lot of times I'm doing a 10-hour or more cook on my Pit Boss with a brisket or a pork butt. So that could be the equivalent of 5 to 10 grilling sessions for all I know. So use your judgment. Maybe you clean it out after every 2 to 3 short grill sessions, like searing a steak or cooking chicken thighs, but you clean it out after every long session, like a pork butt or a brisket. Third, it says to shop vac the bottom of the grill, clean the broiler plate, and clean the air intake every 5 to 6 sessions. So again, if you're cooking 5 or 6 steaks in a row over 5 or 6 days, then maybe you only need to do this every 5 or 6 sessions. But if you're doing a huge pork butt or a brisket, you probably have to do it every single time. The thing with this recommendation is you're already shop vacuuming the burn pot after every 2 to 3 grill sessions. So you might as well just shop vac the bottom of the grill while you're at it, because all you have to do is move your shop vac over and just vacuum out the rest of the grill. So that's what I do. Also, you're definitely going to have to clean your broiler plate after you cook a pork butt or a brisket on this thing. So again, it's important to use your discretion, and when in doubt, clean it and shop vac it after every use. For the broiler plate, it says not to wash the plate clean, probably because they don't want you to wash the seasoning off it and get it rusty. But I find that sometimes the crud gets so built up on it that you need to wash it with soap and water. I found that it's perfectly fine to do so as long as you dry it right away so it doesn't rust, and you wipe it down with a very thin layer of vegetable oil. Then you can run the Pit Boss at 350 to bake the oil on and re-season it. For a quick clean of the broiler plate, you can just take the broiler cover off and use it to scrape the grease off the main plate. So I've talked about what the manual says. Now here's what I would personally recommend, being the practical pit master that I am. First, clean your grill grates, wipe down your temperature probe, empty your grease bucket, scrape your broiler plate, and vacuum your fire pot and grill bottom after every single cook. Then after every 5 or 6 cooks, I would do a deep clean by cleaning the air intake, wiping down the inside and outside of the Pit Boss, and washing, drying, and re-seasoning the broiler plate. Also, to keep things clean between cooks, I also like to lay down some aluminum foil sometimes over the broiler plate, and that just catches the drippings and keeps things clean and easy to clean up. Now, Pit Boss doesn't recommend that you use aluminum foil to catch drippings because they're worried about aluminum foil and high temperatures. So I try to use the foil at low temperatures like 225 to 250, and if I know I'm going to be using it at like 350 to 400, then maybe I'll not use aluminum foil. But it's really up to you. The verdict is still out on whether aluminum foil has any health effects when you're cooking with it. If you want to learn some of the fundamental principles of using your Pit Boss in a longer video, then check out my brisket video. I'm going to put it right here so you can click it right now and watch it. If you just picked up your Pit Boss and you haven't done a really big cook or you haven't done a long cook, then this is a really good video to explain all the fundamentals about how to use the Pit Boss, how to cook a brisket, and how to make some really excellent barbecue. So definitely check that out. All right, happy smoking.